this now time to talk, and I'll be your host, Brother ID, the preacher with testimony.
My name is Pascal. A lot of people call me Regade Lava, or you can call me Mr. T. So I'm here with Brother ID to elaborate and expatiate on some issue that leads to migration from Nigeria to Europe.
The people say you go school well is to expatiate and to elaborate. You know, hear that also. Today we want to talk about leaving Nigeria to come to Spain. Leaving Nigeria to come to Spain. Recently, he got one video when I watched. The guy was talking about Nigeria. He said one of the 5 top career for Nigeria now to travel abroad. Does that sound right?
Are Nigerians parasites? In almost every country on earth, there is a Nigerian prisoner. However, no one wants to go to Nigeria. Moving abroad is the top 5 career categories in Nigeria. They have ruined their country so terribly that it has become uninhabitable. Police stations look like pigsties, whilst government buildings look like building sites. Corruption in Nigeria is no longer frowned upon. Instead, it is praised. Criminality is celebrated in every echelon of society. The people themselves do not elect decent Nigerians, they elect criminals. You know, countries celebrate corruption and crime when it is 99% corrupt, but never has any top government official ever been convicted and imprisoned. In Nigeria, communication is conducted through screaming, hand gestures, and sometimes the fist way. You'd see diplomats, police, and military men fighting in public. Tens of thousands of fist fights should be recorded in Nigeria every day. Every building has a generator, some with up to 10, all running at the same time, forging a megapoly of noise of epic proportions. Nigerian motorists communicate with their horns. An average Nigerian motorist beeps their horn 100 times per day. Imagine the noise pollution. In Nigeria, the pastor is corrupt, the doctor is corrupt, the engineer, the teacher, the professor, the custom officials, the police, the passport official, the teller, the banker, the ministers, the president, and everyone is corrupt. I'm not sure you understood. I will elaborate. You can get to the Nigerian border with explosives, bribe the officials, and they let you in. You can bribe your way through your professors to give you the best grade, bribe the passport officials to delete your name from the system and create a new identity for you, or pay the police to arrest someone who annoys you. Nigeria is a complete shithole. Now imagine people raised under such chaotic system coming into your country. From the day they were born, they bribed their way through the authorities, school, and even employment. When a government job opening becomes available, the person in charge sells it to the highest bidder. You see, this is not talked about enough. I have given this a serious thought before making this video, and it breaks my heart that I have to make it. A Nigerian have no sense of queue, keeping the street clean, respect authority, law and order, or the faintest idea of customer service. There is only one thing on the mind of a Nigerian: make money and buy respect. They have succeeded in creating nations within their country. The Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo effectively have quasi-nations within Nigeria. You should see them bashing, fighting, hating, and disparaging each other instead of working together to fix up the world's greatest human shithole ever put together, called Nigeria. Let me take you around the world. There are Nigerian prisoners in South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Kenya, Angola, Gabon, Cameroon, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Indonesia, the UAE, Qatar, Pakistan, India, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, China, Hong Kong, Japan, South Korea, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Germany, Italy, Switzerland, Norway, the Netherlands, Spain, Canada, the USA, Colombia, Brazil, and even countries as poor as Chad, Congo, and Mali. Their conviction typically surrounds around drug trafficking, pimping or pandering, 419 fraud, which includes dating scams, credit card fraud, and other fraudulent activities. The world has every reason to scrutinize Nigerians 5 times more, or even ban them altogether. Nigerians give black Africans a bad name. I bet you Namibians, Botswana, Kenyans, Angolans, Senegalese, Burkinabes, South Sudanese or South Africans commit the least crime of all Africans who live in the West, South America, and East Asia. Botswana, Namibians, South Africans, and Kenyans don't leave their countries like Nigerians do. When they do so legally, and when they are in your countries, they are 10 times more likely to abide by the law of the land and stay away from crimes. In contrast, Nigerians would fight in public at every opportunity. They have one of the lowest levels of etiquette in the world. 7 out of 10 Nigerians have been involved in public fighting in their lives, as this is our Nigerian way of resolving dispute. Now imagine letting someone who doesn't understand law and order not to litter, not to urinate in public, how to dialogue instead of yelling and using their fists in your country. What do you think will happen? They don't get along with their neighbors or other African countries. How do you think they'll get along with the world's most evolved and developed societies of the West and East Asia? The Nigerian sees the humane laws of your country as a weakness to exploit. As with everything, nothing is 100%. I know this. There are some good Nigerians, but almost every Nigerian is infested with that corrupt mindset. Living in Nigeria, I have tried to find something good to sell to the world, but unfortunately, there are scarce. It is a land absent from progress. The Nigerian system is broken. Nigeria is not even a country. A Hausa person hates the Igbo person to the extent that they can wipe them out. The Igbo hate the Hausa in the same way. The Yoruba have a fundamental hatred for the Igbo that they rather die than elect an Igbo person, whilst the Igbo are the world's most arrogant, self-deluding, zero etiquette people of Africa. These 3 major ethnic groups, Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba, each have over 40 million people, with the Hausa nearing 65 million. Now imagine putting Spain, England, and Poland into one country. Do you know the type of chaos you'd be creating? This is how Nigeria is. The Spanish, English, and Polish are all European, but they cannot function as one country. So too do the Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. These people cannot function under one country. When government ministerial positions are declared, they often have to reflect the Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo shares before the other minority ethnic groups receive their own share. If the sharing favors one ethnic group more than the other, they fight, yell, insult, and complain until the next appointment. The other ethnic group in charge will now retaliate by appointing their own ethnic group. The presidency has to go to that ethnic group, then that one, and this one, and those one. Then when the next one comes, they keep changing. You see, in short, the number of ministerial positions have to reflect the various ethnic groups. This is not a country, but a bunch of tribal, unevolved, mentally unstable, over 200 million stupid people. Why would any country let Nigerians into their country? I'm not sure, but if I were the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, I would impose a total ban on Nigerians. The risk outweighs the benefit. There are 24 million homeless Nigerians, which is almost the same as the rest of sub-Saharan Africa combined, and over 70% of the country's population lives in poverty. That is over 160 million people. the highest in the world when averaged, given that India has over 5 times as many people as Nigeria. They have the largest arable land in Africa, Nigeria, yet most of that is uncultivated. Their weather is characterized by abundant sunshine during the dry season and ample rainfall during the raining season. The north is the savanna, and the middle belt of Nigeria is level with abundant arable land suitable for farming. Still, 56% of Nigeria's 70 to 84 million hectares of arable land remains uncultivated or underutilized. You begin to ask yourself, why are these people hungry? The answer is simple: incompetence and a collective lack of skills to run a country. Nothing in Nigeria is properly managed, from the police to the immigration services, customs to the airport, traffic to the road network, schools to the national grid, and from the people to their own very homes. Nigeria is a chaotic society where people exhibit some of the lowest levels of etiquette and quality known to man. And most of these people are looking for ways to obtain visas to the various developed and semi-developed countries so that they can bring that chaotic upbringing from Nigeria to the world. I have tried to find a better way to euphemize this video. Still, after months of procrastinating, I couldn't find a better way to organize my words, but to say it as it is. If you are a Nigerian watching with the slightest ounce of honesty, you'd agree with me. We have earned the badge of honor of being amongst the worst in the world. Poverty isn't why Nigerians are dishonest, criminal-minded, corrupt, and everything else. Nepal is a poor country. How many Nepalese have you seen committing crimes around the world? Chad, Burkina Faso, Mali, Myanmar, Tajikistan, and South Sudan are poor. You can't see them going around the world committing crimes. Of the world's 195 countries, there is a Nigerian prisoner in 60% of them, the highest of any country on earth.
So, to continue, I want to ask my guest whether to travel abroad na achievement or not be achievement.
Traveling abroad, I don't think is compulsory for everyone. It's a necessity, it's a personal necessity, it's a personal need, it's personal. It's a choice.
Abroad is a choice, it's a personal necessity.
It's a choice.
It's not for everyone.
No, not for everyone.
So then, is it for you?
Actually, it was not my dream.
To travel abroad wasn't your dream?
No.
All right.
It has never crossed my mind for once. It has never come to my thoughts. I have not ever in my life thought about it. Say, I won't go abroad. No. So I'm a petroleum engineer, and I wanted
petroleum engineer.
Yeah.
For matter before real life. Yeah. You study that?
Yes.
For book you practice on?
For Nigeria, as a petroleum engineer.
Yeah. When we say practice, let's say you learn the work as handwork. When we say read that for
I studied it.
Why people they read that for
PDE is what we call it. It's a petroleum drilling engineer. This is what I studied.
All right.
And after I've looked for a job, travel to Port Harcourt, Warri, to LMA refinery and everything, I couldn't get access. Everything, you just need a connection. So I gave up.
Everything need connection. Everything because they're not connected.
I gave up. I said, how I go come graduate, finish, go school, study, work so hard.
I work so hard academically.
Day and night, studying so hard. Come to think of how our humble beginnings, our parents struggle so hard to push to make sure that you get this education.
And last no work.
So it's frustrating. So me coming to Europe is out of frustration. It's out of frustration.
All right.
But I did not regret it.
Maybe you have to explain that to us why you not regret that.
Yeah, I not regret.
Despite the fact that you came out of frustration, yet you not regret that.
Yes. So I not regret that because you know, say in life, you will know what you want and you will go after it. So when me don't arrive Europe, so I go after a dream.
Dream.
Yes. Yeah. I go after a dream. I was so happy and I feel blessed and feel fulfilled that a country that is not my own biological country, I can be able to achieve a dream in a short time which I couldn't achieve in my own country. That is why I said I did not regret it.
You see that short time when you talk about, so say, which you not feel achieve long time for Nigeria, you achieve them for you in a short time. I think that's the reason why people the entire road they come, so that they will achieve their dreams in a very short time. Is that right?
Many people think say Europe is very easy, but it's easy, it's hard. It all depends on you. Going to Europe is personal, it's a choice. It's not compulsory that everyone must go to Europe. But you go to Europe, what's your plan? What do you have in mind? What do you have at hand? Or you just want to go to Europe and sit watching the sky from manna to fall from above?
But when we talk about Europe big, just like when we talk about Africa is big. So
yeah, we are in Spain. Yeah, in Spain. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Spain specifically. Yeah. So if you come into Spain, you must have it in mind. What are you going to do? What do you have at hand? What do you know how to do? What are your plans now going to Spain? Then when you arrive Spain, what do you have at hand that you are going to offer to the country for the country to give back to you?
You dey talk like person when he go school. Who want travel come out from Nigeria with the thing which you will give to the country? Instead they say if they reach Spain, they will cancel the S when they the front when you start the Spain. So when you cancel S come out for Spain, what you will see?
Na pain.
And they say they won't come give the country pain. Like if the language say Tima Redo Bibu Niyoko. I know what I speak and what that means. We come be to Igbo carry their king or whatever. So how can you think like this? Or you not be Nigerian, say you can't offer something to Spain or to abroad. How you think like this? Where they for born you?
I was born in Edo State, Nigeria. But I'm from Delta State. So but I still claim to be Edo man.
So you speak Benin too?
I speak Benin. All right. Very well. More than my Delta language.
More than that. Which you don't say for Delta they get plenty languages.
I'm from Isoko.
Isoko Tolopia.
That is if you fuck up.
You see the matter clear. If they talk about when you come to Spain, you have to come with purpose and what you have to give to Spain. I never came to Spain to come and give anything to Spain. I came to collect from Spain. Maybe that is why my success delay quick because you can't give something. And there are many people like us there when their success still be delayed because they came expecting from Spain instead of coming to give to Spain. So I buy an idea say when you come to give, you will succeed quickly. But when you come to take, it will stay line for so long. That's how many of us they stay. So me personally, the reason when I come Spain, make I tell you, I listen for here. Number one, now because of pump water when they flow. Anytime you open pump, you will see water, the rush come out. It's funny you. Then number two, light day. They're not the seized light.
Okay.
So you see, I can't think, I'm not going to give. I can't enjoy what they already do. Then number three, now healthcare when they function. Then number four, now law they protect for here.
Yes.
Then income is predictable, even if say it's small. But for Nigeria, income is not predictable. Life is calm and organized. I dey tell you what I can't take. Say you came to give, but I came to take. When you come
I give to receive.
You give to receive. You are professional now.
Yes, now I give.
But not with your petroleum engineering profession. No. All right. So my reasons hope now they hear the reason why I come Spain. So why I did. So I use Spain as a point of contact, like we Christians they talk. Say let's use social person as a point of contact to reach others. So we are using Spain as a point of contact to talk about Nigerians when they abroad. They say Spain are advanced Africa. If it be, but it really advanced. In Spain, you don't have to fight the system to survive. Are you getting why I'm here?
Yeah.
You don't have to fight the system to survive, but not be say Spain not getting your bad aspect in our lives. So as Nigerian immigrant too. Then in Spain, many immigrants live safely but small. So with all this, my point before I go further, you agree say is enough for somebody to come to a country with all this? If you remember the UTA list, so is it enough for somebody to live in country, come that kind of country? Because of water, because of light, because salary is predictable, there is work to do, though you are limited. First
of all, I would say Those are basic necessities
that are in Nigeria or that are not in Nigeria.
that we Nigerians, we don't benefit from our government
All right.
because the system is not properly planned.
The system is
It's not properly planned. When the system is well and fully planned and law abiding, I think
We will enjoy those
Nigeria
things.
as a country, as a giant of Africa, and I think we are in the between third and fifth oil producing country in the world.
Really?
Yes,
But will not be like.
that is why the system is not properly planned. It's politically planned.
That is why because the system is not properly planned, or that is why the system is not properly planned.
No, the system on its own.
No, I say
as a country.
No, you say we be third or fourth oil
We
producing
are
country
between
in
the
the
third
world.
and sixth.
So I can't say we not be like. You can say that is why.
It's because. Sorry
So
for the
say what you mean.
Yeah.
I mean what you say.
Yeah.
All right. It is because the system is not properly.
System is not properly planned. That is why we don't enjoy what we are supposed to enjoy.
We are supposed to properly plan the system, to be specific.
The government, the people,
Who be the
running the
government?
country.
Awolowo, Buhari,
The
Shagari.
government, everyone in power from ages that be running the country in this format. Imagine, let me take for example, we have the president now. He's there on power. He's bringing his son into the system.
If now you not do the same thing.
There are people more qualified to run the system.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the Senate president. Let's talk about the Minister of Work.
Who is that?
Now, look at him bringing his son into the political sector.
Oh, the same woman.
Yes,
Okay.
and the son now running in the states as, I think he's running presently as the local government chairman of the state. Let's talk about the Minister of the Capital Territory. He's now bringing his own son. Now they are bringing in their own sons. Are you not telling me that outside of your own children, there are no people qualified? It must be you and your generation. So thinking about it, we are running in the same circle. So now the future is still going to be run with the children of the political elites that ruled us, that we couldn't benefit from,
That ruled us and ruined us.
Yeah. Now the children will not continue to rule our own children
And ruin us.
so there is no
Without
future
experience.
So now we are talking in the next 50 years there is no future
For Nigeria.
for Nigerians, because now if the fathers are still ruling and they still want to be in the same seats for years to come, and their children are coming in, the children will take over when the father is gone. So in the next 30 to 50 years there is no future. Why do I say so? Let's take for instance now, as out of this week they are contemplating that the how to deliver the votes is not going to be it's not going to come through the beavers machine.
Okay.
And the beavers machine, they allegedly, as I heard, that they proposed about 20 billion
Dollar or naira.
in dollars to no, it's naira, sorry, so about 20 billion naira to provide those beavers machine. And for that reason the electoral act was reformed back then during Buhari. Now come Tinubu. This is where we are talking about wastage. Tinubu has came, used the same process to come into power. Now fighting for the next opportunity, the next election, 2027. Is trying to say to do it without beavers. So what is the essence of wasting such money? Now they want to get into power again. Their children will not take over from them using the same format without beavers, so they can be able to write.
Now news they tell me so. Say they spend plenty money for beavers.
Yes.
And the beaver was used.
They don't want, it was used.
Though not correctly.
No.
Do they not accept them? But now somebody don't come into power. He said that beaver now.
Yes.
They don't even need them.
And without the beavers, there is a manipulation.
Even with the beaver,
there can be a manipulation with the beavers. But without the beavers, there is more manipulation.
I'm not even afraid of the manipulation. I'm afraid of the money wasted.
Yes, the waste in the country has made the citizens not to benefit a lot. Why do I say so? Because this political elite, they invested more funds into the issues that is not benefiting the citizens.
For example,
the provision of the beavers machine.
But that was beneficial because it will bring.
Okay, now they are not going to use it. It's not beneficial. This is wastage, short term. The country don't go into long-term investment. They go into short-term. In every sector, they go into short-term investment, and this will not benefit the citizen. Now, come to think about it. Now they are bringing the new tax law. Okay, you telling the citizens now to come and be making a tax reform. I would like to say this: when the government is benefiting from a citizen that is not benefiting from the country, what did you call that?
When a government is benefiting from a citizen that is not benefiting from the country, I see that to be total madness.
It's abuse of power. It's manipulation to the citizens as a whole. This is one of the reasons people are migrating out of the country. I have never in my entire life benefited anything from the country as a citizen of the country. I would like to say one thing about the things we benefit as migrants in the Western world, in Europe, especially we're talking about Spain. Here in Spain, most of these things we do here. We work, we pay our tax, we see the essence, we see the reasons, we see the benefits of paying our tax. No, we have the healthcare sector is working fine, the road are working fine, you see the light is working fine, so you see a reason.
Which city you live for, Spain?
I live in Malaga.
Malaga is shining, no?
Yes.
Malaga is a province, while Malaga is a local government, which is headquarter of Malaga. So, waiting be the right age to come all the way from leaving Nigeria to Spain, waiting be the right stage, depending on the circumstances surrounding the situation of Spain as a language and color, race, and all that. What is the right age for somebody to leave Nigeria and say, in become Spain, won't go continue life?
Good. One thing na to enter Spain, another one na to go back. So,
one thing, but let's take that. You say one thing na waiting na to enter Spain, another thing na to go back. All right, fire them.
So we as a Nigerians, a lot of us have the mentality that I want to go to Spain, I want to make it, I want to go back and prove that yes, Spain is good, or you want to prove that yes, you have arrived, you have make it. But one thing to know is to come to Spain. Another thing is to make it and go back home. So I think the rightful age, according to your question, to come to Spain.
Not to come to abroad,
no,
to
Spain,
because Spain is
not
speaking English.
It's not an English-speaking country.
That's why we
to come to Spain. If you are opportune to Jackba, I advise you Jackba.
To where?
To Spain.
Okay. At any given age.
I encourage Jackba before the country go buy you.
At least to escape.
Just escape first for yourself. Do you know that we as a human, there are so many destiny tied to your destiny? Not until you make it, they cannot make it.
So traveling to abroad is a career then?
It's not a career. But if you have the opportunity, first move, Jackba, for your own self. I encourage the youth
to travel.
Especially if you have the opportunity, why not move?
But that is why Buhari not. Is Buhari still alive? When?
I think he passed on last year.
Okay. So who is in governor? Who is in president now?
It's Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
And you say they bring his son come?
His son is the one running.
Okay. Don't you think his son they come because his son decided to stay in Nigeria? So you can't put who is running away in position now. Since the youth they run away now let's see if he stay behind. Then you go the rule.
No.
We cannot get point there.
No.
But I got you there now.
Not because we are not there.
Okay.
That is why they are putting their son.
All right then.
Nigeria is now looking like it's like a family business. Now it's looking like a family business. If I leave power, I decide who's coming on. Not the people deciding who is ruling them.
It has been like that right from the least, and I can't deal with you because of social media and more.
I'll tell you something. President we have, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, made a statement during his campaign with his own dialect, Yoruba, said, Emilokon.
What does that mean?
It means it is my turn.
Do you think that word just come really have been awaiting to happen right from time, not turn by time?
I'm saying it from the perspective where he said it from. He said it during his campaign.
Yeah.
And what happened? He's the president.
Yeah.
And he said anyone who is not happy or satisfied
should go to court.
I have a lot of friends, a lot of people that I know that want to japa, but they decided not to take the risk because of the desert, the sea, and everything.
But must you pass there? Don't feel look for visa, take come out, enter plane.
Give you visa is very difficult, my brother. You know
the requirement now.
The requirement.
And it waste time.
The time, the process, and everything.
So you better waste that time in the desert
and
wasting
visa is denied.
Yeah.
They don't refund your money.
They won't refund your money.
No. I took the desert. I didn't try looking for visa. I don't have that money.
Money and time. No time to check.
I just got the information. A friend of mine just told me, look, this. I said, really? He wanted, but the family wanted him to go. He said he don't want to travel, but he knew that I need it.
So he can't give you the connection.
He can't tell me everything. He says, will you like? I said, they told this one 2 times. When he can't tell me the amount to from Nigeria reach Morocco,
a very small amount now.
Not the small amount,
a big.
As at then, it is 120,000
naira.
And 120,000 naira.
Let's say that should be $200.
120,000 naira. That was it. Yes.
That should be more than
20,000 naira.
That should be more than $500 by then.
Okay. No, then it's 1,000 euros.
Okay. Yeah, not true. But today, 1,000 euros is running into millions.
It's 1.7 million.
Are we going well or we are going back?
We are going behind. We are behind of the world.
I want to ask you, the leaders in Nigeria and the citizens who plenty pass?
Now the citizens. How many leaders you don't just say lose for court for Nigeria?
No, that's not my question. You say now the citizens.
And the citizens plenty pass.
But you don't say the citizens don't realize that they plenty pass.
Yes, now.
The day when they realize that they plenty pass,
Now that time
you say leader, now nothing.
No, be only that one. No.
Now we employ.
I like that part.
Yeah.
The citizens are more than the leaders. That when they realize.
Now I see they are more than the leaders. Now the leaders would be in trouble.
Okay. When they realize.
And this citizens involve soldiers, police, last men, road safety.
When they realize, it's not just realizing. When you realize,
act.
What comes into your mind determine what you can be able to break.
When you realize what comes into your mind determine what you can break.
Why do I say so?
That's what I want to know.
A lot of our youth today have realized
that what?
That they are more than
leaders of yesterday.
They are more than the leaders, and they know that their future is being cut short by the leaders.
Okay.
How many of them has made impact to break the stand?
Almost none of them. And the reason is because
that is where the problem is coming from. And when they try to make impact, the government will not allow you to fight for your right or to fight for yourself.
But if you do Nigeria,
there is no peaceful protest in Nigeria. It's inhuman and it's abnormal. The system is running against you instead of the system running for you. You know, say not be all presidents, citizens put for power. Some put themselves into power.
Because the citizens allow them because we don't want buy, we want enjoy, we don't want
so
I'm ready for house.
We just want to your pen that, but I don't see how people understand that.
Yes, now.
I beg the government to make things right and make it easy for the citizens. You know, because if the things are working, the system is working fine. A lot of our brothers and sisters that died in the Mediterranean Sea will not die in the Mediterranean Sea. A lot of people who lose their life in the desert will not lose their life in the desert. I remember when I was coming from Nigeria to Spain, I passed through Morocco. I spent about 4 years in Morocco, if I'm not mistaken.
4 years?
Yes, in Morocco. Then during my process, during this time I was in Morocco, I've seen a lot of people dead. I've seen someone we left Nigeria together die. He did not arrive in Europe. A lot of people died in the desert. A lot of people died in the sea.
You saw dead people?
I saw it because the system.
And you arrived to Spain alive?
I arrived after 4 years.
After 4 years in the
even my family was telling me to come back home after hearing the news that I was in the boat that capsized.
Was that true?
Yeah, if it is true, you are seeing a life testimony.
You were not in the boat that capsized.
I was in the boat that capsized.
But you survived.
I survived.
Because you know how to swim.
But God hands still join.
All right.
Because I hear them.
You hear them.
I hear them.
MC Bana, if I don't die.
I say
thank God. For not you for come to time to.
I get some mark on my body. If I show you, go surprise. I climb barbed wire. Reach just. I think it's. How did they call it for English? Say just a true stone. I need just 2 more minutes to jump enter Spain when they drag me down
from barbed wire.
Now so my body
Nigeria to Spain.
Now so my body scratched the whole
barbed wire
come down.
And that barbed wire electric day now.
Yeah, it did now. But now they give me, they beat hell out of me. They cut me now. I get yes now. If you see me under my stomach for it, they cut me, tear my chest with knife. We fight.
That is still from Nigeria to Spain.
After that fight, I was deported. There was a place that they call Tiznit. It's end of the country. Going back to Algeria, I was deported back there.
No treatment. Country.
It's close to the border between Morocco and Algeria.
No treatment.
No treatment. You can't go to for medical because you don't have document. You are illegal. You are just passing. It's just it's a transit. Illegal transit. After that. I took a boat. We couldn't make it for a finish for road. So first not finish. No mercy, there was a leakage. What make the fuel quick finish?
So the boat fell down.
So now from there we come the fishermen, Moroccan fishermen come see us, come carry us go back to dry land. Then money no dey to try again. So what I can do? I go try swimming with some of my friends. We come buy life jackets. There is a place in Morocco very close to Spain. I think if you swim 1 hour, you're already in Spain.
So you swam into Spain?
I couldn't make it because they still catch me again.
For the second time?
About 50 of us.
They can't carry you go back again?
Yes. So I tried to swim. Think, I don't, where me don't dey for the water, I don't see Spanish plate number.
You see cars with that?
And I don't see cars, they move. I don't see Spanish plate number before they catch us, return us back.
Which authority catching that then? Now Spanish authority?
Moroccan authority again. So we don't try see many things. So all those things don't couple us, don't build our mind to face any challenges.
Even in Nigeria now, you can face any challenge in Nigeria.
Yes, no.
So when are you planning to go back to go face that challenge and build the country?
I just come back from Nigeria, but I'm
not to go build now. You go to enjoy now. December.
I went for holiday.
For holiday now.
Yeah, to see my family.
You've made Spain your Abuja and Nigeria your village. Is that correct?
For me,
yeah.
I prefer to be here than to be home.
You hear that? So you prefer to be here than to be home.
So for me, as of now, this is my home.
As of now, this is your home.
This is my home. Where build me, where make me is my home.
So you don't agree with this secret now that most people don't realize that the people who win are those who use Spain to prepare for Nigeria. For example, get documents, learn system, save money, build online presence, build connections, understand administration, then go Nigeria with advantage. You don't believe in that? You didn't come here to learn all this to go back home.
When I arrived here, I prepared myself, build myself
with the mind of going back home
to use it here.
To use it here.
I came here and I studied administration and company management. After studying petroleum engineering in Nigeria, that did not give me anything. I
want you to say that again, that you came here because maybe the reasons why we go see prophet and native doctor say our progress is delayed. Maybe we did come here to prepare and serve this land. We came to prepare to go serve Nigeria, and to go back will not fit. That's what you just said. You said you came here, you prepared yourself to serve here.
Yes, ma'am.
So you said you studied company management.
I studied administration and company management here in Spain, Malaga. And this is what I'm using to survive.
In this land?
In this land.
All right.
And I've decided to take this place as my home. This is my home.
So
I was born in Nigeria.
yeah.
By birth, citizen by birth. But I will decide where I belong to.
So what you concern who they rule for Nigeria, whether person children they rule or is there any of your concern anymore? Since you decide to
it's a something of concern
to you.
to me and to the world in general.
All right.
Because it's not normal. What is
not normal?
The system, the ruling system in the country is not normal.
In Nigeria?
Yes, and what the people are passing through
It's not
as
normal.
a citizen is not normal.
What are they passing through as a citizen?
There is no good road, no electricity, there is no good pipe and water. You know, so many things. Things are not working fine. For Nigeria as a country, giant of Africa, one of the fifth largest country in the world, for the power we have, I think we are in between the third to sixth highest oil producing country in the world. We don't have 24-hour electricity. It's a talk of concern. There is a influencer, a YouTuber who just went to Nigeria of recent. It's called I Should Speak from America.
Yeah.
He toured about 22 countries in Africa. He visited Nigeria. The day he visited Nigeria, that was when he completed 21 years birthday, and he has a 50 million subscribers same time in Nigeria. He was touring through Lagos at the time of 7 p.m. He made a statement. He said, I don't like what is going on. The country is getting dark. Nigeria is getting dark. There was no light.
All right. You made a statement. You said you prefer to remain here than going back to
It's
Nigeria.
not I prefer, I have decided.
You have decided
It's
to
a
remain
decision.
here. I like that. You know, when you never decide for life they hard again. No?
I say
I like
decision.
people like this when they don't decide. You know, who that are still deciding where to live, where to go. That is why we have problems. When I say we have problems, not just things say I include myself or including none, because there are many people who are still yet to decide. And the Bible said, unstable is the mind that is double. Abi?
Double-minded.
Double-minded is unstable is a man in all his way when you get double mind. All right, where does your life have more meaning? You said in Spain, but don't you think that Spain can give you peace while Nigeria will give you impact?
I still prefer Spain.
To live in peace, no? Than to
Spain
make
give
impact.
me peace and they give me impact. They impacted me.
They impacted you, but
Yes.
you impacted them. That's what I mean.
Impacting Spain? Yes.
Because what I mean
For
is,
what they have given to me,
yeah, you are giving back to
I'm giving back.
now the thing where you give us Spain, now they bring back so.
They give me a good health care. I don't need to raise my car like they do in Nigeria. Anytime you buy a car, you like to hide the tire.
So that may not the rock.
So everything is working fine. So I don't regret even paying the tax. Because I see the reason, I see the benefit of it.
But don't you think that a wise person?
When you don't even have a job after you finish your contract,
Yeah.
because here in Spain we work with a contract.
Yeah.
If you have a contract, maybe a lifetime contract or a 6 months contract or 2 years contract, after the job is done, now you will now go back to unemployment office,
Social security.
social security office. They will not check.
Don't you have that in Nigeria?
It's not working.
But they one thing whether it done that whether
It did not work.
social security in Nigeria.
Yes.
They try to even invent that. None don't say there.
Them say it did.
Them say it.
Online it did.
Okay.
But it's not working.
You know the offline.
I'll no.
Well, they
I'll,
don't.
you. I'll go back to this now.
All right.
So now you will now go there. They will now check how long have you worked. From the tax you have paid, they will now be making a refund for you
To the survive.
every month for your survivor before you get a new
Okay,
job.
okay.
Now let's talk about Nigeria. Now they are charging you for tax. What job have they provided for you? What have they provided for you to be working and be paying the tax? No, the population of the country, that is the population of people, the citizens working to making a daily basis, they are all self-employed. 80% of these people, they are self-employed. They provide from themselves, they build up themselves, not the government providing for them. Now you are charging these people tax. What are they benefiting from it as a return? Good.
But
No 24-hour lights, no security,
that's
no
supposed to be
good
provided by
road,
government. Yes.
no good health care.
That's supposed to be
Okay,
provided
now
by government.
if anything happens
Yeah.
to these local businesses, these business owners, where would they run back to?
And there I can't know where they go, because when you talk, say government not the provide.
Where will they run back to? Is it just give me government?
To run back to the government.
This government is give me government. Take it from you. What are they offering you?
They were supposed to go back to the government. This is
a
wrong.
Problem.
Yeah.
Okay, now they are saying if you have more than 1.8 million in your account every month, you have to declare it. You have to pay tax for it. Come on, imagine a lot of us.
So it not make sense, Abi.
Because what are they returning back to you? Imagine a lot of us in diaspora. We work so hard, we try to put some money back in our Naira account. Because you put more than 1.8 million in a month, they have to charge you.
Do you have a Naira account?
I have a Naira account.
Why should you, if you have decided to stay in Spain, why should you have a Naira account?
I already have the Naira account for coming to Europe.
But you are supposed to block that account now.
No, because imagine if I go.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, I understand.
To act on
but sometimes it's very good for people to understand.
Yeah,
the viewers.
I think a wise man has to take advantage of both countries.
You can have multiple accounts.
Yeah, both home and abroad. So that time when you talk, say you decide to stay here, you won't forget Nigeria.
No, not be say I won't forget Nigeria.
Now your decision.
Not say I forget Nigeria.
But a wise man is supposed to take advantage of the two countries.
No,
it's not supposed.
It's a decision.
It's a decision.
It's a choice
to stay with one.
It's a choice.
All right.
I still take Nigeria as
a country
where I was born. By birth,
you be Nigerian.
But by choice,
you not be Nigerian again.
This is where I belong, bro. I'm not going to paint it black or white. I'll say the way it is. This country has impacted me. They have given me life that my country
has never given.
I've never given.
I can never give you.
So why will I try to paint it and try to defend what is not making sense?
But this country, when they give you life, so when you say your home country not give you, this country, did they really love you, want you to remain here forever? Did they need more of you, more of your type in this country?
My brother, if
now question
yes, if they don't need you, they will not allow you to stay.
All right, maybe
you think they cannot change the law. They can change the law.
They don't want you to stay.
Well, let's take America as a case study. The past president, Joe Biden. A lot of laws he made, he did not touch them. Now he lost to Donald Trump. Donald Trump made it clear during his campaign that he don't want illegal immigrants.
Illegal immigrants. Not be saying no want immigrant.
Illegal immigrants
is what he doesn't want.
He don't want illegal immigrants in the United States of America. He stood on his ground. He stood by his word. Fine. Bola Tinubu said in his campaign,
Excellency. Don't forget to add that. His Excellency. No, His Excellency.
His name. You see one thing why I said I am Spanish.
All right.
His name is called Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Just like Pedro Sanchez.
What's
your president name here?
My president name here is Pedro Sanchez.
No Excellency, no Mr.
Whatsoever is attached to it is a title.
All right, go. What do you want to say about
for me to call that title is a choice.
It's a choice. All right. So tell us now. As you know,
he said in his campaign that if I don't give you 24-hour power supply during his campaign, he said, don't vote for me again. This is coming for the second tenure. Next year is
that what he said?
He said it.
If you don't give him a power, don't vote for him again.
Yeah, power supply, 24-hour power supply. You know, Brigham.
You know, Brigham. I hear say for Nigeria, say police station be closed by 6 o'clock in the evening, which is not supposed to be, because even here say petrol station when they close throughout the night. Petrol station when they close. Then number 2, I hear say for NEPA office that they use generator. Is that true?
I've heard it and I've seen it. You know, one of the problem a lot of country face economically that does not, a lot of country operates only day life. They don't have night life.
In Africa, be in Europe.
In Africa, let's take for example, Spain. We have 2 life. We have day life. We have night life.
Yeah.
We have people who work from 12 in the night till 6 in the morning. Then we have people who work 9
Priority for this
to
country,
5.
you know what in there.
So now tell me, this country is generating by day and generating by night. So it's a 24 hours generational process. Why are they able to operate by night? There is 24-hour light, there's a good security, there's a good road network, and everything is working fine. So the people are not working out of fear. Now they are working with boldness, knowing that there is access. How will Nigeria operate in nightlife if it's not a club or hotel? The country is not generating money by night. They only generate money from 9 to 5. Because there is no power supply. There is no good road network. You won't pass road for night, make bandits carry you, make they kidnap you.
So my people, what we talk about now, moving from Nigeria to Spain, is a grammatical sentence, moving from Nigeria to Spain. Inside that movie to Nigeria to Spain, we're not talking about what did happen for a road as they come. We talk about why we leave Nigeria, come Spain, and why we will go back if we ever go back, and why we not will go back if we not go back, and if we not go back, what will be the consequence? But when you hear the word consequence, what they call your man and negativity, say bad thing. No, consequence and grammar. It means waiting they happen when you do something, whether good or bad, is a consequence. So before we round up, I want to ask my brother, when he not get the mind to go back to Nigeria again, what does he think will be the consequence of not going back to Nigeria as a Nigerian who migrate all the way from Nigeria to this place? Now, he don't make up his mind at this age and stage of his life that he will never go back to Nigeria. To stay. No, we know.
I will go for a visit.
You go for it. That's why I said you've made Spain your Abuja and Nigeria your village. Just like people when they did Lagos. Lagos now be city. Why Christmas time they will go village?
Nigeria not be my village.
Not be you never reach village, have you?
No.
You not reach.
It's a place I go for holidays.
It's not even up to a village.
No.
It's not to respect your
It does
village.
not work
For you
enough
to be your village.
to call
a village.
you know when you say a village, like your second residence.
Yeah, okay. You get Babylon for Nigeria. So the question now be say, what
I not get Babylon for Nigeria.
You get them for the leaders.
Yes.
All right.
I get Babylon for the leaders.
Make matter clear. Okay. Now, consequence, the word consequence not me say, because if you keep person, you see the consequence. We always think say consequence always mean bad thing. Consequence are the result, afterward result. When you do this thing, what will happen? What do you think is the consequence or the benefit or the advantages of not going back home? Because they say no matter how far you would thief reach for water, you know if you become crocodile. So you now make a decision at this your stage and age that you never go back to Nigeria. What do you think will be the consequence that you are ready for?
I did Spain.
Yeah.
I'm residential.
Okay.
I have my kids here.
All right.
I have my car here.
All right. You have your car?
Yeah.
So you dey drive?
I drive here now.
For Spanish road?
Yes. This is why I got my license.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't forget that for Nigeria.
You go buy it now.
All right.
You go pay money. Here you go. Who you beat to buy it?
But
you won't go prison.
All right.
Yeah, you go to school.
Go on. Why you won't make it?
I get my house here.
Yeah.
This is my home.
All right. That's your definition of where home be.
This is my home. A home is a place where you can get and manage your resources.
Where you can get and manage your resources. In Nigeria, you can get, but you cannot manage your resources, or you cannot even get neither to manage.
Straight, even if you get them, not be they give you access. You try in your own way, they will still frustrate you.
Okay.
How can you now close shop 1 o'clock in the night? You say the drive go as he said that they wait for you for your street.
Or you wait for them.
But here, I dey come for work 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the night. Drive, enter house, nothing dey happen. The system is working fine.
All right. You know, say some.
This is my home.
Yeah.
And I dey put hand for chest, dey talk am day and night, today and tomorrow. Some will say nobody knows tomorrow. I know what. I no wan know that tomorrow. Allow me with my today.
Nobody knows tomorrow. Now Wednesday, now tomorrow should be Thursday.
They will say you don't know what tomorrow will tell. Nobody knows. Okay. Let's try and invest back home. My brother, no worry. This is my home. Let me invest here.
All right. You know, what I want to, before we round up, we are getting closer to the end of the program. You know, say most men take and beat chest, say, now my wife be this, come what may. I will not leave this woman. You see, they happen from woman to man. And my husband be this. Come what may, I will never leave this man. But the bill who they grant medicine for Christmas, never ask her whether the Christmas will drink. Now be that kind matter. So now you say now your wife be this, say nothing will separate you from this woman. But you don't know what this woman they talk for your back, say maybe you not reach a level or they plan to change you. Then if that case come be Spanish case, say you take Spanish your home. But their might say in 10 years time, everybody will be a papa name. Then if it comes set like that, say everybody go home, what will you do? You change country, you go to Gambia, you go to Rwanda, you go back to that Nigeria, you go to Ghana.
Your hand clean.
No, we're not talking about
okay, now, I'll tell you,
talk about
the system.
If case it happen.
The system, it works.
Yeah,
there is a law.
Yeah.
There is a law.
Yeah.
And it's a country, they make you to know things before it happens.
Yeah.
They don't take you unaware.
All right. Now, if they make you know, say you go home. If they make you know beforehand, if they make you know before and say, due to human rights law, they make you know before and say you will go home.
Based on what ground?
Politically, you don't have to know based on what ground it can happen. Like before, to renew permanent, it was 5 years. Now they say no, not 10 years. Hello. To get paper for Spain, now if you don't stay for 2 years, but now for 5 months. So anything can happen, anything can change and favor you, it can change and be against you. It doesn't matter on what ground. So if you can't say everybody go home, will you go back to that Nigeria that you are denying right now? Is my question.
When
they say everybody go home.
Listen, when we reach that bridge,
we'll cross
it.
You know where you go, no, we go.
My brother, this is my home.
So if what you are telling me now, say if you go back to Nigeria by condition.
Not by condition, by choice.
No, by staying here now by choice. But if eventually you go back to Nigeria, it should be by condition, say they force you.
Now me go decide if I go to Nigeria or not. Go stay.
Okay, if they drive everybody now say all Nigerians go home, you can go to another country in Africa, abi?
If they see make I come for Spain, I'll go under Europe country.
What if they say no African go back to their country?
They don't feel make all Africa.
No,
you know why? You know why?
To me.
You know why?
When they tell you, when they bring, don't teach us lessons.
When they bring our ancestors come.
No. COVID don't teach us lessons. Say we think say you know what will happen. Say the whole world will just lock down, and it happened.
Yes.
So with that, we have to learn, say, anything can happen. Then, before we leave the studio, I want to ask Regade Laba, that's Pascal, a.k.a. Regade. Do you think in time to come, maybe in 2050, 2051, Nigeria will be like Spain in some aspect, or there is no hope at all?
2000 and what you call them? 50.
Because Tinubu wants to enter power now.
So it could be like Spain?
In some aspect, not in every aspect, at least.
I don't think 2050, we are talking about 25 years time.
From now, yeah.
24 years time, if I'm not mistaken. In 24 years time.
No, we are talking about 24 years time, yeah.
Nigeria will not be in a 10% of Spain. The people need to understand, the rulers, the leaders, they need to understand that they need to put their heads together and make the citizen a priority while they are leading, while they are ruling, not self-interest.
So when these are in place, you will go back to Nigeria and people will not leave Nigeria anymore.
Even with that, I'm not going back.
Even with that, you will still not go back? No. Because you made up your mind. It's too late not to go back. They didn't give me anything.
I'm sorry for those who will not buy my view on this aspect, but it's a choice that I have made.
All right, he apologized, but he still remains.
So whoever we say, ain't no way to the talk, there's no place like home. It's okay. I'm at home already. No, but this is my home.
All right. So my people, when I don't hear from Pascal say there is no how Nigeria will be like Spain, even with quarter or 10% in 24 years time.
24 years time is very small now.
It's very small. Okay.
To be 10% of Spain.
To be 10% of Spain. Obviously, Spain don't work out fast. They don't meet who come out yesterday. Then finally, those when they plan to leave Nigeria now to come to Spain. As we speak now, people are still in Nigeria who want to come to Spain.
Yes.
They look for visa, and they spend heavily. While some city days that they come. So, do you want to tell them to go back now, or they should proceed. They should continue their process.
If you are watching this video and you are en route, do everything possible, and I pray for you for God to help you to arrive here.
All right. It says if you are en route, that is if you dey route, if you dey Morocco route or desert or
no going back.
Libya. So my people, we'll be talking with Pascal, aka Regade Laba. I don't know whether Laba Jonah, aka Regade.
Yeah, you can call me Mr. T.
Or Mr. T. So that's what we have on the poster, Mr. T. This is the Mr. T. But for you to see and well like Mr. T, as we do around, I will make you face the camera squarely, then you will really see him. Sir, I beg, look at them very well. With the smile and you know, say on a direct face, you can now see real Mr. T. And here Mr. T don't talk, oh,
yeah, that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Let me write down.
Hello, Mr. T. My name is Pascal. I am your #1 fan. I live in Spain, and everyone call me Mr. T because of the resemblance. It is great privilege and a honor.
You can reply me.
Hey, Pascal, brother, thanks for being a fan. I will do my best to never let you down. God bless you. Wow.
Then we chatted. Then I also sent him a picture
that people snapped with you.
Yes. A group of people came from Belgium to snap this picture with me to make it a replica of.
Who is this? You?
This is Mr. T.
Yes, Mr. T. This. Ah. Wow.
So you want no wonder for working place now, Mr.
No
T.
wonder you see no go back to Nigeria again because you and Mr. T don't the same level. So my people, the topic now leaving Nigeria to Spain, and we don't come to the end of today's program. Not the end of the topic, because the topic really long way, and if you take years, it pass 1 year course for university.
If you like this program, if you like what we've talked about, like, follow, share for more, and you'll be seeing more on this platform.
Hope you know be like your president when you say if they vote they will bring 24 hours light, but up to now we don't get 24 hours light. Now you are promising your viewer who have viewed for the first time that you will always bring them more. Hope you will stand on that promise.
I'll be bring more.
All right then. So thank you very much for watching us. Thank you for buying some of our ideas, and thank you for throwing away some of our ideas, because they say if they are not good for fire body, it will pluck and throw away. So you must not take everything when we talk for here as true or as final. But it's good we talk, then you know our mind. Talk not they bring solution, but it will bring clarity. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you. Don't judge everything by what you see or what you hear, because there is no difference between a burnt pizza and a pregnant woman. I leave you guys to look for the meaning.
I don't understand that. So
I leave you guys to look for the meaning.
Okay, there is no difference between a burnt pizza and a pregnant woman.
No,
I not get idea, but if I won't get that, they will not come up for you today. Maybe next time or off camera, it will explain. Bye bye, and God bless you once again.
Peace.
So remain with us, follow us. You know we miss road.